Happy Monday, everybody. My name is Brandon Rose, and welcome to episode 323 of the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. Every Monday, this podcast covers new game releases, the previous week's gaming news, and we all learn an Xbox-related fun fact together. This show is on YouTube and podcast services around the world, so please subscribe in your favorite and leave a review. Xboxin10.com, no numbers, is your quick source for links to all of our podcast destinations, and social media profiles which you can follow at Xboxin10. To start, let's talk game releases. The big game out last week was Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, and the games coming out this week include Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba The Hinenoki Chronicles 2, Little Helper Cafe The Cabin Factory, Alien Breakout, Candy Trail, Fruit Bus, Jewel Match Solitaire Winterscapes 2 Collector's Edition, Gradius Origins, Mystery Hotel Hidden Objects, Case Records Fear of Abduction, Geno Panic, Mortal Glory 2, Pet Show, Wingborn, Wings of Fate, and Mafia: The Old Country. Now to last week's biggest news stories, and we have 4 to cover this week. Number 1. 6 of the 10 best-selling games on PlayStation last quarter in the US were published by Microsoft. Rebecca Valentine at IGN writes, Xbox just had a great Q2, and it might have PlayStation to thank, or is it PlayStation that should be thanking Xbox? Per data shared from Circana analyst Matt Piscatella, 6 of the 10 best-selling games on PlayStation consoles in the US during the second quarter of 2025, April through June, were published by Microsoft. Most of these games were new. Forza Horizon 5 debuted at number 2 for the quarter, just behind an Elden Ring Night Rain. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered was right behind it. Doom: The Dark Ages debuted at number 6, and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle came in at number 8. They were joined by returning titles Call of Duty Black Ops 6 at number 4 and Minecraft at number 9. Sony only had 2 first-party games in the top 10, MLB The Show 25 at number 4, and Death Stranding 2 on the Beach debuting at number 7. This news comes as Xbox announces its Q2 earnings, which saw gaming revenue up 10% year-over-year, and Xbox content and services up 13%, driven by growth in first-party content and Xbox Game Pass. Hardware revenue declined 22% year-over-year. Notably, the top 10 games on Xbox last quarter look a bit different. Oblivion Remastered still took a top spot all the way up at number 2, followed by The Elder Scrolls Online at number 3 and Minecraft at number 4. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 showed up at number 9. Microsoft and Xbox, now the top publisher on Xbox platforms, as well as Sony platforms, i.e. PlayStation. This is exactly what Microsoft wanted. Their games published everywhere, making more money than ever. Forza Horizon 5, which is now vying for the top-selling game of 2025 so far, a game that came out 3 years ago. Games are going across all platforms, whether we like it or not, from Xbox. Number 2, Battlefield 6 gets official Xbox release date. Open beta begins in August. Fraser Gilbert at Pure Xbox writes, EA has pulled back the curtain on the multiplayer side of Battlefield 6, confirming that the game will release for Xbox Series X and S on October 10th, 2025, while also mentioning that we'll be able to play it very soon. You can get a taste of what to expect in the official multiplayer gameplay trailer, up with some of the main features being highlighted as tactical destruction. Quote, transform your surroundings for strategic advantage, end quote. A new kinesthetic combat system, overhauled gunplay and tactical movement, and various other key improvements. Quote, wage all-out war with infantry and vehicle combat, class-based squad play, and cutting-edge audio-visual immersion, where fighter jets, tanks, skydiving RPGs, heavy artillery, and high-intensity infantry combat become one. Demolish your surroundings for a strategic advantage with tactical destruction, turn your vehicle into a wrecking ball, bury a squad under a ceiling, or create new paths to victory. Battlefield's new kinesthetic combat system makes you more connected to your soldier and environment than ever before. With overhauled gunplay and tactical movement, from crouch sprint to drag and revive, every shot and movement is more instinctual and precise, end quote. Multiple trailers have been revealed for Battlefield 6, including one based on all the maps, modes, and Portal, and another focused on the combat, classes, and destruction. A Battle Royale mode for Battlefield Labs has seemingly been teased as well, although full details have yet to be revealed. Battlefield 6 will be getting an open beta on Series X and S along with other platforms in August, meaning you'll be able to give it a try just over a week's time. Specifically, the Battlefield 6 open beta will be available from August 9th to 10th and August 14th to 17th, with preloads beginning on August 4th. If you're lucky enough to get early access, you actually be able to start playing on August 7th. Pre-orders are now available on the Xbox Store beginning at $62.99 if you include the 10% discount that all EA Play and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members are entitled to. This isn't a revolutionary thought if you've been following all of the chatter online, but Battlefield 6 looks awesome. I cannot wait to get my hands on this game. It's been a long time since I really got into a Battlefield, since Battlefield 3 and 4, and that's what people keep talking about, a return to form for the franchise, and it feels like it's exactly what we need right now. Seeing the one video, if you have it online, of the guy that shoots the shotgun at someone coming at him, and it's so powerful it blows him back out of the window. Come on now. This game looks dope. Number 3. Grounded 2 off to a great start on Steam as Obsidian releases early access roadmap. Michael Kerpay at IGN writes, Grounded 2 is out in early access and players are already swarming to see everything developer Obsidian Entertainment has planned for the future. The sequel to the studio's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids inspired video game launched into its early access period on Steam and Series X and S yesterday, introducing a backyard full of ideas and additions to the formula established with the original Grounded in 2022. As Obsidian plots out its future, players are showing up in droves to see what makes Grounded 2 tick. Nearly 50,000 players signed on to play Grounded 2 when it reached its Steam player peak yesterday. It's a milestone that already towers above the 32,000 player peak the original Grounded reached during its early access run in July 2021. With a little more than 45,000 players actively playing the sequel at the time of this story's publication, it seems there's plenty of room to grow. Obsidian is already planting seeds for the next few phases of Grounded 2. The team published an early access roadmap to coincide with its launch across PC and consoles, spelling out at least 1 year of updates with more in the pipeline in the future. Highlights in the fall includes AXL recipes and AXL's arena for Brook Hollow Park. Armor, weapons, and a park boss creature are also set to show up around this time as Obsidian pads out Grounded 2, with various quality of life improvements. Winter will then bring Steam Deck verification and ROG ally support, as well as cricket and earwig creatures, variants of other existing insects, a ladybug buggy, and more. Shout out to Grounded. How did Obsidian get another game out thus far? Obsidian has been exactly what Xbox needed when they purchased consistent and quality releases, far more than any of their other studios. I played Grounded 1 for, I want to say maybe 6 hours or so, and I enjoyed my time with it. And it was during the early access when the full story wasn't quote-unquote released. So I wanted to go through and enjoy that because I really actually enjoyed that part of the game, even though I'm not a big survival guy. And number 4, Xbox Game Pass annual revenue nears $5 billion for first time, says Microsoft CEO. Fraser Gilbert at Pure Xbox writes, Last week we highlighted how Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella has been discussing the recent job layoffs at Xbox, stating how they'd been weighing heavily on me and that he expressed his sincere gratitude to those who have left. That's not to say Xbox hasn't enjoyed any success recently though, and in a follow-up conference call after yesterday's fiscal year 25 Q4 earnings report, Nadella pointed out some of the latest achievements for Microsoft's gaming division. You can see a bit of what he said below as transcribed by the folks over at Tweaktown. Quote, when it comes to gaming, we have 500 million monthly active users across platforms and devices. We are now the top publisher on both Xbox and PlayStation this quarter, with successful launches of Forza Horizon 5 and Oblivion Remastered. The Call of Duty franchise has never been stronger. Over 50 million people played Black Ops 6. Total hours surpassed 2 billion. Minecraft saw record monthly active usage and revenue this quarter thanks in large part to the success of the Minecraft movie. We have nearly 40 games in development. So much more to come. We surpassed over 500 million hours of gameplay streamed via the cloud this year, and Game Pass annual revenue was nearly $5 billion for the first time, end quote. The bit that's getting most attention is that Game Pass annual revenue was nearly $5 billion for the first time. While we're also intrigued to hear that almost 40 games are currently in development at various Xbox studios right now, and as for the Xbox and PlayStation top publisher mention, that's no longer a surprise at this point. As noted, the likes of Forza Horizon 5 and Oblivion Remastered have been dominant from Microsoft over the past few months. Is Game Pass finally profitable? I don't know, but these are mighty high numbers, and I think it's just important to note all of these statistics when people like to engage in the console wars, and that because Xbox hardware is down, that Microsoft is dying, Xbox is dying, and PlayStation and Sony couldn't be more powerful. Both are winning, just unfortunately in some capacities, Sony is dominating. As always, we end our show with a fun fact about Xbox, and let's just do a little Battlefield wiki for the series. The Battlefield series is an award-winning series of console and PC games that began with Battlefield 1942. The series is mainly developed by Digital Illusion CE, DICE, and published by Electronic Arts EA. The game focuses on large online multiplayer battles, with emphasis on vehicle warfare, as well as team-based infantry combat and teamwork, rather than traditional FPS games. By 2008, the Battlefield series had sold over 17 million copies, and by 2012, the game had served more than 50 million players worldwide. So many great memories in this franchise, and just such a stark difference to Call of Duty. Remember Battlefield 1943 and XBLA? Oh yes. Bad Company and all that destruction. Battlefield 3, and then Battlefield 4 when it actually worked. Great memories. And keep in mind, this Battlefield 6 is going to be the first game created by Battlefield Studios, the rebrand. Can't wait. Thank you all for listening to the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covering around 10 minutes. If you like the show, please subscribe from your favorite podcast service, share with your friends, leave a review, and follow on all social media at Xbox in 10. This past week, no time to game, so Marvel Snap, and that's it. My name is Brandon Rosa. You can follow me on Xbox or Brosa93. Hope you all have a great week, stay safe, and keep on gaming.